everybody. Welcome to Moving Forward with Audrey Now. We are a healing podcast. I am Audrey, and if I have to define myself, I'm an ever evolving being with talents and gifts in clairvoyance, in art, in healing, in some people are saying in longevity, and in any number of other things. And I am always learning, almost always, doing my best for it to be always and evolving. So today, this is the third time I am attempting this podcast. I attempted it twice yesterday. I was a little tired, and somehow or other the screen glitched out or the top came down. And so I thought, fine, I will do it tomorrow. So now is tomorrow from yesterday, which is the ever eternal now. And our topic is Be Your Sovereign Self. SOVEREIGN, sovereign. Self, capital S, little s, ELF. That stands for soul, essence, self, and ego, personality, self. Sorry, that's my simplistic language to define that, because we are we are on a spectrum. We are multidimensional beings capable of much more than most of us have any idea of. So allow yourself to be that. So enjoy this. Sovereign is your full being. You own who you are. I own who I am. You do not. I do not own you, nor do I have any desire to do so, by the way. Nor do I choose to control, dominate, any of that. Nor do I permit and you'll benefit from taking me at my word here. Do I permit anyone to dominate or control me? Have I allowed that in the past? Oh yeah. Not anymore. Not anymore. And whatever anyone may think of that, that's what they may think of it. But this, I allow myself to grow. I listen. I usually pay attention. If I think someone is talking, and I'm going to say this as nicely as I can for the moment, a lot of garbage, I'm done. I'm done. Do not look to entertain me with that, because I will leave. I will be gone. And that is that. If you're wondering, how do I know? Give it a chance. I am a mystic intuitive. Call me what you want. A clairvoyant. If you like the word psychic, call me that. If you don't like it, let it go. I was called a prophetess up in Harlem because they didn't like the word psychic and other things. So I've been called a seer. I've been called a lot of stuff, and these are the nice words. So I usually know. I can feel it. I can sense it. I get prickles. I usually know. In the cases where I don't know, then I learn. I learn anyway. So that's kind of it. So let us start with our breathing attunement. And if you've been watching along for the last number of podcasts, I am keeping them simple. So we are playing KISS. Keep it simple, sweetie. Keep it simple, sweetheart. That way it's easy to do. And you will do it or not. Your choice. I definitely do breathing attunements and affirmations and things of that nature daily. And some people, I don't have time, I don't want to, I'm beyond that. Then go be beyond that. Your choice. And notice your health, your wellness, how your projects are going, how your life is going. And if everything is going really well, then good. And if not, well, you have the opportunity to wake up. If not with me, with someone else. It doesn't have to be me. I am not attached to that. And a lot of the stuff I speak, I use simple language, and I know words. I definitely know words, and I know big words. I'm keeping it simple, sweetheart, so that we could all understand. There are other people that may have more, they won't let me say that. Okay, so some people have it more complicated, some may be more well known than I am, or not, or not. My job, my joy of being, J-O-B, joy of being, is to uplift vibration. That is part of why I am on the planet, to enhance consciousness, to help bring peace, joy, beauty, and awareness to myself and to others, as well as health and wellness. Everyone finds it in their own way. You want big fancy words? Go use big fancy words. Can I use them? Oh yeah, I can. Will most people understand them? Maybe, maybe not. So I am choosing to be more understandable. One of my friends told me that one of my podcasts, her friends did not understand my language. I was not using anything complicated, so I don't know if her friends were letting culture, religion, possible racial differences, because I speak with and have friends that range from my complexion to dark black. And I don't mean beige, I mean dark black. I know people who literally are black, as well as dark brown, brown, beige, tan, gold, and I use all those words. So, and whatever your religion may say is good or bad, she asked me, do I care? I have to say, this is not probably positive. Part of me cares and part of me really does not. I'm not going to cater to someone's belief system if it's a narrow, truncated belief system. That's simply not who I am. I'm going to look to open things up, especially in this day and age, 2025. Today is, what is today? Today is it the 4th? Yes, today is, 11/4, 2025. This is the midterms in the United States. I am not supposed to discuss politics. The guides have said no politics on this podcast. So what I'm going to tell you is please use awareness. Please get out and vote. I'm in Costa Rica and I haven't gotten anything to vote with. So that's a whole other conversation. Am I registered? Yeah, I'm registered. Do I have an address in the United States? Absolutely. I'm in and out of the United States. And all of this kind of thing. Do I think most people are going to vote? I hope so. And I will say this. Avoid voting for sociopaths, liars, cheats, confabulators, fancy word for liars. Don't get caught in what my ex used to call the okie doke. He'd say, don't fall for the okie doke. Don't. And if you do, take the responsibility for it without blaming someone else. And avoid worshiping anyone who talks a bunch of garbage about one group being superior to another group because of a color of complexion or a religion they are born into, which most people don't even know the reality of whatever their religion actually is, because most of it has changed from whoever the avatar was who started it. So most religions fall very short of the mark, which is the definition, by the way, of sin. Missing the mark. So I'm a spiritual woman, religious, no, not particularly, including the one I'm born into, nope. Do I think most people really understand the basics of their religions? No, I do not. Do I think most people understand what avatar they worship? No, I don't. Whether it's Yeshua, as I understand the true name, or what's the other one? Not Enoch. It'll come. For Jesus, which was never his name. His mom didn't call him Jesus, come here. If anything, it was Yeshua, and I do not speak the language they spoke, so I can't say it in the language they did, and I doubt if you can either. So, nor was he Christian, he was Jewish, and he was, as far as I have discovered and seen, a particular type of Jewish. And do most Jews know what that is? I doubt it. Do most Christians for sure know? They do not. A few might, but do most? No. No. And since I'm saying this, what his job, his joy of being was to show how to live in the light. I do not call it Christ consciousness because then it sounds religious, and I told you that doesn't work for me. I can call it cosmic consciousness, light consciousness. Others call it Buddha, energy. I prefer not to have it religiously annotated because all of us, by any color, shape, being, are aspects of it. So, our affirmation for today, I know it took me a while to get here, but here we are, is I embrace my entire self, and in so doing, I take steps daily to evolve. I embrace my entire self, capital S, little SsELF, and in so doing, I take steps daily to enhance my being and that of the planet. One more time. I embrace my entire self, and in so doing, I take steps to enhance my entire being, or my being and that of the planet. What does that mean? That also means you acknowledge what some people call the dark side. I'm not fond of that term, or the shadow, the part that many people don't want to acknowledge, so it goes and hides. It'll hide in you, it'll get you sick. You'll have aches, pains, quinks in parts of your body. You can get diseases, you can get effed up. You usually are the one who does it by ignoring whatever you're truly thinking and feeling. Does that mean if you dislike someone, you should scream bloody heck about that? No! No! It means look at why you dislike them. You're allowed to. There are people I, quite frankly, have no use for at all. But that's me. And I'm allowed to have my thoughts and feelings. There are people I would not allow in my home. I do not like what they stand for. I dislike what they do. I can't stand their vibrational energy. I am an empath, and certain things near me are actually sickening to me. I get sick. My stomach hurts. I can get headaches. That kind of energy is not allowed near me. I am sensitive to cigarette smoke. I always have been, so nobody is allowed to smoke near me. And if they are, and it's not my environment, I leave. I walk away. I'll tell them I'm allergic to that, and some of them go, "Oh, so sorry," and put the cigarette behind their butt, like I'm not going to smell it, like their butt is going to block it. Like, really? That's not how it works. And I'll say thank you, and I will leave. And that's it. So you live your life. I would like to live comfortably and happily with you. But if we're not in alignment, we're not. Am I going to lower my vibration for you? Frankly, no. I will find people where I can raise it up and up and up, and I always do. I always do. So allow yourself to evolve. And let me say this, the more you evolve and the more we all evolve, the more we get along, the more we find commonality, because we're all from, no matter how we got here, no matter what you believe, no matter where you came from, and I don't think there's only one cradle of civilization. I feel there's been at least 5. I have said this for years and years and years and years. And I stand by that. The white race, and we're very different. Look at me. Okay, this is color. But do I look like a tall, slender blonde with straight hair? No, I do not. Do I look like a black person? No. A beige, brown? No. Do I have their body configuration? No. Can I dance like a black woman? I wish. And I can dance, make no mistake about that. But they have their own way. Can I dance like a tika? Those are the ladies here in Costa Rica. Not quite, but I like to. I would love to. But I dance, and I can dance, and I can move, and I can get down, and I can get back up. And I'm in my 80s. And still be yourself, your sovereign self. Own every part of yourself. That way you know what to shift. That way you know what to release. That way you know where you can bring on new aspects. Do I think I'm fully complete the way I am now? Oh, for heaven's sakes, no. No. Do I feel I'm whole and complete as I am? I am. We all are. Does that mean there's no space for anything else? All this is part of being one's sovereign self. I'm an artist now. The one up there is one of the paintings I painted before I left Florida. I painted a slew of them, and I call them my Costa Rica paintings, to call me forth to Costa Rica, and if possible to garner some finances to help me get here, and all of that kind of thing. This is the only one that was left, so I brought it with me. I have huge paintings that are 5 feet by 4 feet, taller than I am. I am 4'10" and a smidge, so everyone says I'm little. So according to mainstream people, I am. According to me, I'm my regular height, and everyone else, or mostly everyone, is simply taller. That's it. It's a perspective. And you can see those paintings. Okay, they are available. That you can see them on my website, Audrey Now, AUDRYENOW. If you're actually interested in having them, which means purchasing them, they are 5 feet by 4 feet. Call me. Get in touch with me. Email me, Audrey Now, AUDRYENOW @gmail.com, and write podcast art, and you can be sure I will get back to you. I am also on WhatsApp, and what a gift that is. And we'll see what we can do. If you don't want them, you don't need them. Will they enhance your life? They will, no question. And all of my paintings can be looked at in any direction if they're paintings on canvas. The ones I did on gypsum, those can be hung mostly in one way. One of them can be hung in 4 different ways. And thank you to Danny of Danny's Lava Car. Yes! Who put like a strip of wood and drilled it, which is not what I do, so that I could put little screw eyes and wire them so they can be hung on a wall. So, that is our affirmation, our breathing attunement. Again, I am keeping it simple. We're going to inhale to the count of 4, hold to the count of 3, exhale to the count of 5. So, dress comfortably, be able to lean back, have your back supported, At some point, I will take my laptop into the studio, the gallery, and show you some of the gorgeous art. Right now, I'm keeping it very simple over here because I can do that. Okay? If you'd like to support this podcast and help me in any way, let me know. If I am allowed to receive donations, then donate through Zelle, Zelle. I think you can do it to Goddess Heart. That's what it'll say. That's my company, my organization, GODDESSHEART. Or go on my website where you will find my phone number that begins 917 and send it to that number. And if you don't want to, then you don't need to. Am I able to enhance people's lives? Yes. Yes. My clients will tell you so. That's simple. If you don't want your life enhanced or you're going somewhere else, good. Enjoy that. Okay, so I have this little voice that's a little nasty. And it goes, are they in their 80s? Can they walk? Can they talk? Can they jump? Can they move? And many can. Into their 90s and over 100. I am only 83. I am a mere 83. That's it. And did it take something to get here? Yes! It still does. So let's do the breathing. Sit comfortably. Loosen your clothing. I'm sitting cross-legged and peering, P-E-E-R-I-N-G, at my laptop. Okay. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Breathe at your own pace. And notice how you feel. How do you feel? Are you keeping track of this? Do you write it down? Do you put it on your laptop? Do you put it on whatever doodad you have? Because I'm not up on all the new doodads, electronics, or whatever there are out there right now. Are you keeping track of your own progress? Because you are progressing. And yes, I agree with all the other beings who say we are evolving now. We are. Do I always feel that? No. Now and then I feel like, OMG, oh my goodness, it's a time of collapse, because it is a time of collapse. The garbage, the junk, the falsity, the limiting belief systems, the horrors, they need to go inside any of us. That includes me. And I have to acknowledge this, a potty mouth. When I get upset, words come out of my mouth. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, as the words come tumbling out of my mouth. And do I know them? Yes, I definitely know those words. I didn't learn them in Costa Rica. I learned them in New York from various people. And that's all I'll say about them. And then I release them because it's not what I truly feel or believe. I could be annoyed, I could be angry, but that is not what I choose to manifest. So I do the protective prayer. You can get a copy on my website, Protective Prayer. so that I put the stuff there and then say what I truly choose to say. We do have to have a way to release anger, upset, frustration, judgment, and I am still evolving beyond judgment. I don't choose to be judged, and I have definitely judged myself. And that is getting less and less and less and less and less, and then you get freer and freer and freer and lighter, and you stay more eternal. Perhaps younger and younger and younger and younger. If anyone's, has she had work done on her? If you're wondering that about me, I had breast reduction when I was 17. That was 10 pounds, 10 pounds of breast removed from a girl who was not even 5'1", 5 foot and maybe half, at most 3/4 of an inch. Now I'm 4'10" and a smidge. 10 pounds. And I asked them then, when I was 17, to put that in my butt because I'm small there. They laughed at me. This was 1959. Get a context, okay? They thought I was ridiculous. I just looked at them, the 17-year-old young lady that I was, and I said, someday you will be able to do that. This is part of what it is to be born what I am. So does everybody understand it? No. Do I care? Nah. Okay. I have stopped tailoring myself for somebody who has less of an awareness than I might have. I am understanding, I am compassionate, I can release the judgment about it, but am I going to make myself less? No. No. Absolutely not. I am still choosing to evolve to the higher domains. I like Greg Braden. I like Regina. Oh, what's her last name? Can't think of Regina's last name. She has a show on Gaia, and she's written a book with Lee Harris. I think it's with Lee Harris. Regina with an M. I definitely respect Robert Edward Grant. Am I a polymath? No. No. If anything, I'm a polypsychic. I'm a polyintuitive. Okay? And I definitely also admire and respect Billy Carson and a bunch of other people. So I would rather evolve than devolve. You make your own choices. I acknowledge you. If it sounds like I'm being judgmental, that's not how I'm meaning any of this. None of it. So look at your own belief systems and what you're interpreting. I am simply giving you some of the truth at the moment, which can change, of how I am. And the words are being given to me. I did not prepare this podcast in advance. I simply knew I was going to talk about be your sovereign self. So if you're seeing some of the stuff that I'm acknowledging as part of me, that's that. And yes, can I lift really high? Absolutely. That's how I do the readings, the healings, the painting, writing the courses, writing the books. Absolutely. That's how I dance. And yes, I dance. And I can move. And blessings. Blessings. So thank you for participating with us. Please, if you like us and you're growing or you're curious, please hit like or love, share, and subscribe. And let everyone know about us that you would like to see grow and evolve. Many blessings to you. Oh, and yes, I do readings and healings and all that stuff. And I take art commissions. I will paint something unusual because I do. And they're gorgeous. So am I grateful? Beyond words. I feel honored that the universe, source, is given to me the ability to do this stuff. So many blessings to you. Thank you. Bye bye.